It's 5 a.m. and your Monday on WKYT this morning. The Fayette County coroner is investigating after a death in Lexington. We'll bring you the details on the case just ahead.
Plus, Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are set to debate for the first time tonight at Hofstra University. We'll take a look at the final preparations coming up.
And a community college in eastern Kentucky helping people who used to work in the coal industry train for new jobs. We'll have that and your Kentucky forecast all coming up on WKYT this morning.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Kentucky mornings start here on WKYT. Thanks so much for starting your day and your week with us. I'm Andrea Walker.
I'm Bill Bryant. I hope you had a really nice weekend and you're recharged and ready to go. It's Monday, September 26th, and we are going to start to see that change that is going to make it really feel like fall around here.
Yes, hopefully you enjoyed that weekend because it could be the last summer-like weekend we have for a while. Let's check in now with meteorologist Micah Harris for an update.
Boy, we got that cold front on the way that we've been talking about for about a week now. It's heading our direction. It'll give us some showers and thunderstorms today. Not everybody sees the rain, but it's a pretty decent shot at it. Temperatures holding on to the 60s outside, and you know what? These temperatures that you see on the screen, current temperatures, could be our highs in the next few days. 74 though today, spotty rain there in the forecast. It's much cooler weather pattern. That's really what we're focusing in on. It's a big change from the past couple of weeks. I'm going to show you how low we go with those temperatures and maybe even some 40s in my 7-day. It's coming up.
Thank you. Let's get right to the news.
The Fayette County coroner says his office is investigating a death after a stabbing in Lexington.
It happened on Heisel Way behind Yates Elementary School. That's off New Circle Road around 9 o'clock last night. WKYT's Lauren Miner is live now in Lexington with the details on this. Good morning, Lauren.
Good morning. Well, we have learned one of the two men who were involved in that overnight shooting has died from his injuries. At this time, we also know another man remains here at UK Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police say it was around 9 last night when they were called to a home on Heisel Way. When they arrived, there were two victims outside the home. Police say one of the men was stabbed and taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. Earlier this morning, we learned from the Fayette County coroner that man did die from his injuries. The victim's name has not yet been released. An autopsy, though, is scheduled to be done earlier sometime this morning. Now, I did just got off the phone with police a few minutes ago who say at this time there are no files being charged and there are no suspects at this time. Reporting live in Lexington, Lauren Miner, WKYT.
All right, Lauren, thank you very much. A southern Kentucky couple will head to court today in connection to an overdose death. David Spoonamore and Morgan Dixon are charged with abuse of a corpse and tampering with physical evidence. Jerry Price was with the couple back in April when he overdosed. The couple drove around with him in the car for hours. Price's body was found in the back of his minivan in Rockcastle County. His mother says she doesn't understand why the couple never got her son any help.
I talked to David Spoonamore myself, and he told me he loved him. I said, then why did you let him die? I said, you could have took him to a hospital and thrown him out and drove off. You know, that's all you had to do.
Price's family says they're trying to figure out how to move on after his death. Dixon and Spoonamore will be in court this morning.
A Wolfe County man is in the hospital after state police say a car hit him. Troopers say 58-year-old Lloyd Stacy from Campton was riding his bike on Kentucky 15 when a driver hit him. Emergency crews airlifted Stacy to the Pikeville Regional Medical Center. Troopers say he is stable now. The driver of the car was not hurt. A Lawrence County man seriously injured in a fall in Letcher County is slowly improving. Earlier this month, Justin Maynard fell 70 feet at Bad Branch Falls. Friends say Maynard is still in the ICU, but he no longer needs a ventilator to breathe. Doctors, we're told, plan on moving him to a recovery facility in Bristol, Tennessee today. Friends think it will take a year or so for him to fully recover.
You're probably well aware by now of the creepy clown sightings happening around Kentucky, but one professional clown is now speaking out. Police across the state and in several other states have responded to 911 calls about the clowns, and many agencies are warning people dressing like one can lead to criminal charges. Professional clown Sparky in Madison County works for Fright Night and other haunted attractions. He says dressing like a clown when you're not protected is dangerous.
Somebody's going to get killed, and the person that's going to shoot you is going to be in jail. So nobody wins. If you really want to scare people, don't do it by yourself. go to a haunted house and do it. And grown people.
Now, someone called 911 about Sparky over the weekend, reporting a creepy clown in the area.
Well, I'm sure
How do you bounce back from that one? All right, moving on.
5:05 on WKYT. Well, we just move on to this.
This
which,
is another one.
I won't say has any similarities.
No.
Presidential debate. Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are set to debate for the first time tonight. It will be at Hofstra University.
Our Washington Bureau Chief Jacqueline Policastro is at the debate site with what you need to know before the candidates take the stage.
Good morning from Hofstra University. There's some serious excitement on campus. Nobody knows what will happen when Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump take the stage.
It's down to the final hours before the debate. Last-minute preparations are underway. The anticipation keeps growing.
We're starting our 4th week of classes with a presidential debate. That is pretty exciting, and the students have a lot of energy, interest, enthusiasm about seeing democracy in action on our campus.
Hofstra University is hosting its 3rd debate. Professor Mina Bose explains the university wasn't the first pick, but an alternate. When Wright State University dropped out, Hofstra stepped up with just under 10 weeks to plan.
It's been a tremendous university effort. Faculty, staff, students, administrators, kind of everyone, community working together to make this happen.
NBC's Lester Holt will moderate 3 30-minute segments. The topics: America's direction, achieving prosperity, and securing America. When it comes to the opinions of the students who will make up the live audience, Bose says there's a healthy diversity here.
There's a pretty keen appreciation that the election matters, and it matters not just for the country but for them, right? That there's an awareness of kind of what happens in Washington, right? Who's in the White House makes a difference for our day-to-day lives.
This debate might just make history. Analysts say it could draw as many as 100 million viewers. Reporting at Hofstra University, I'm Jacqueline Policastro.
And you can watch the debate right here on WKYT. It starts tonight at 9 o'clock.
Going to be something.
Yes, I'm excited about it. I may have to take a nap so I can stay up and watch it too.
Same here. It's like on our shift. It's hard to watch, but you have to watch,
You have
right?
to do
All
it.
right. A Lexington brewery is recalling 2 beers. A spokesman says, and it's not for any health reasons.
Alltech issued recalls for Kentucky Bourbon Ale and Kentucky Pumpkin Barrel Ale. WKYT's Mike Byer has more details on the recall.
The 2 products Alltech Brewing and Distilling Company are recalling are its Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale and Kentucky Pumpkin Barrel. They're recalling these 2 batches due to issues with flavor and color. They were produced between July 1st and September 19th. Alltech spokeswoman Susanna Elliott tells the Lexington Herald Leader that there are no health or safety issues about the beers, but that the batches did not meet the company's quality standards. Elliott says Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale should return to stores in the coming week, but that pumpkin ale won't be back until next year. Now, customers who have the beer under the recall are encouraged to return it to the store where they bought it. As for other products, none of them are affected. In Lexington, Mike Byer, WKYT.
All right, Mike, thank you very much. Coal layoffs in eastern Kentucky are making a big impact on the economy, but Hazard Community and Technical College is helping retrain laid-off workers. The college is offering a commercial driver's licensing class. The course includes 120 hours behind the wheel and 40 hours in the classroom. School leaders say many companies want CDL drivers. They say they may not have a full CDL class because so far not enough people have signed up.
Well, the sporting world is mourning the loss of golfing great Arnold Palmer this morning. Known as the King, Palmer was among the most important figures in golf history, winning 7 major championships and 62 PGA Tour wins. He died yesterday in Pittsburgh at the age of 87. Certainly going to be
tough weekend in the sports world.
Yeah, it really was. Big Blue Madness is still a few weeks away, but some of the chaos starts soon. Fans can start camping out for tickets this week.
In past years, fans would camp out around Memorial Coliseum to wait for their tickets. This year, though, the west side of the building will be off limits because of construction on UK's campus. Fans can line up starting at 5 a.m. on Wednesday, even though we know some fans are already lining up this morning. Tickets will be distributed Friday night at 10 o'clock.
All right, we're checking out the report of those folks already over there this morning, by the way, so we'll check that out later in the
Big
show.
Blue Madness. We earned that name, people.
We do.
We're crazy about our basketball.
More ways than one. WKYT this morning, just getting started on your Monday. Sure is good to have you with us here on September 26th.
Still to come, one major ride-sharing company is adding selfies to security. We'll find out how Uber's new security feature keeps you safe in about 10 minutes.
And this purse thief was not expecting his victim to put up such a fight to get her stuff back. That crazy story. It's out of Florida this morning, and it's coming up right after Micah's.
Whoa. Hey, much cooler. I don't know if my 7 day is going to be that interesting to watch, but you know what? It is a big drop in temperatures. We'll have that and also that crazy video you just saw. That's coming up next.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Here come a few showers, few rumbles of thunder for today. Not everybody sees the rain, but it's a pretty decent shot at that, and it's mainly late morning, early afternoon that we'll start to see that roll off into the far western zones. That's going to be across 65 and also 71, and then it slides eastbound. Eastern zones, you won't see this until mid to late afternoon, and some of us not even until the evening hours. So it's going to take a while for some of us. 67 degrees, London. London, you guys, more than likely it's going to be anywhere from, I would say, 3 p.m. to about 6 p.m. That's your best bet. Moorhead is more of your 2 to 5 p.m. And then Frankfort, you're more of the 11 a.m. to about 3 p.m. That's your best bet, and that goes for Lexington too. So you see it comes from the west, slides over toward the east. We're going to be dealing with that as we go throughout your day. Off towards your evening hours, it fades away, and then we head off toward tomorrow morning. Look at that temperature tomorrow morning at 48 degrees. It's going to be pretty chilly. Today at 74 really isn't that bad. It's actually pretty nice. That's roughly average for this time of year, but it just drops off the map as we head throughout your days and the next few days. Big changes. Watch this. This cool, chilly air slides on in here. The front moves through overnight and into tomorrow morning. Like I said, tomorrow morning, that cool air will be right over us. Will be upper 40s, lower 50s for overnight lows. It's going to be pretty chilly once you walk out the door tomorrow morning. Temperatures, they drop big time, and highs will be in the upper 60s to lower 70s the next few days, and even some spots will be in the lower 60s depending on the cloud cover, and that'll go Thursday and Friday. That's your best bet for around 60 to about 65 degrees for highs. That's not for lows, that's for highs. Overnight lows will be there in the 40s and 50s, so a big shot at cooler air. Let's talk about the pictures that I got this weekend. This is from Janet McClanahan. At McClanahan Janet, we'll call it that. But that's on Twitter, Micah Harris WX. The weekend in the bluegrass, really awesome shot there. Gotta love that picture. And the cloud kind of looks like Kentucky right there. It's kind of a cool shot. Really neat. She always sends in really good pictures. 7-day forecast. Here is your look at that cold front for today. And then it's not so much the blast overnight and into tomorrow, because you'll still be in the 70s tomorrow. Tomorrow's actually a really nice day. But Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and overnight, we start to get this upper level low. And what that is basically just a system that comes traveling over us, and it doesn't really move that much. And it sits over us the next 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And that'll keep those temperatures really cool because it grabs that cool air and slides it on in too. So you have the cloud cover, you have some rain chances, and you have much cooler air sliding on in. And that is a recipe for a fall weather pattern. And there you go. We're in the 60s. You saw 62 on Friday, Thursday, and Friday. That's for highs. It's not for overnight lows. Pretty chilly air is on the way.
It sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I know. I'm excited about it. I love fall.
It seems sudden, though, you know, after what we've had.
Yeah,
we were in 90s, last week on that day?
This weekend we were
yeah.
Summer kept chasing us along.
Yep.
Thank you, Micah. We appreciate you. It's 5:16 on WKYT. All right, a Florida woman put up a brave face all to get her purse back after a thief snatched it right out of her car.
And stop what you're doing. You want to see this video. I promise you that. This is surveillance video from the gas station. You can see the man open the car door and grab the purse, but watch what the woman does. She climbs on top of the thief's car, reaching in and hitting the man as he starts driving off. Janelle Della Libera is a brave woman, to say the least. She tried to get her purse before she was knocked to the ground, and actually she got run over in the process. She's got a badly sprained ankle and lots of cuts and bruises, but otherwise she is going to be okay.
Wow.
That.
Right across the hood and windshield. Amazing.
Oh my goodness. I mean, she did. She put up a very brave fight. I wonder, and I don't think she got her wallet back.
No, she did not.
For all that effort, she didn't get her wallet back, but hopefully they catch that guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
5:17 our time on WKYT this morning. Good morning to you. We're glad you're with us here on this Monday.
When we come back, we'll take a look at your money.
New rules for Uber drivers and how McDonald's is putting a smile on the faces of some children. I'm Karina Mitchell with those stories coming up in your CBS Money Watch report.
Good morning again. Welcome back into WKYT this morning. Monday morning, we're going to make the best of it, right?
That's right.
All right. There are some new rules in store for Uber drivers.
And McDonald's is putting a smile back on the faces of children. Karina Mitchell has the latest on your money.
Investors will see if U.S. markets can rebound after losses last week. On Friday, the Dow fell 131 points while the Nasdaq dropped 33. New York's Attorney General announced a settlement with Trump Hotel Collection. It's calling for the company to pay $50,000 in penalties after payment breaches exposed more than 70,000 credit cards belonging to customers. Several of its properties, including some in New York and Miami, are affected. The Attorney General says THC failed to inform customers of the hack in a timely manner. In a statement to CBS, the company says safeguarding customers' data is a top priority and they'll continue taking actions to do so. And Uber has ruled out a new security feature requiring drivers to confirm their identities with a selfie before each shift. Uber says it's aimed at instilling more confidence in passengers and preventing fraud on a driver's account. And McDonald's is testing kids' Happy Meals for breakfast in Oklahoma. The fast food chain will feature either 2 McGriddles or an egg and cheese McMuffin without the bacon or butter in the meals. If the product launches nationally, it will be the first new entree for the Happy Meal in more than 30 years. And that's your Money Watch. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. In New York, I'm Karina Mitchell.
It's a pretty mild start to the day, and that's the last time I'm going to say that all week long. It's going to be pretty chilly the rest of the mornings, but this morning isn't all that bad. 68 degrees right now across the viewing area for most locations. We'll finish off right there in the mid-60s. We'll go throughout the day. Late morning, early afternoon, we start to see that rain move in the west, and then it slides eastbound. Remember, not everybody sees the rain today, but it's a pretty decent chance, about 60%. All right, let's check out sports and see what's going on.
After giving up 131 points in the first 3 games of the season, the Kentucky defense was able to hold South Carolina to just 10 points on Saturday night. The 17-10 win marked the first time that Kentucky has held an opponent to 10 points or less since limiting Vanderbilt to 7 points in 2014. The Wildcats also had 4 sacks and made big defensive plays late in the game. Mark Stoops said it all started with his big guys up front.
It really appeared to me that the guys up front played really much tougher tonight. And I know Avante made a couple critical plays. He made a few plays that stood out to me, and Courtney, I know, had some good pressures, and of course the guys off the edge had some good rushes as well. So I thought it all starts up there.
You know, a lot of teams ran on us in the past, and we stopped it. And they really couldn't throw. Overall, we just had to play a great game. I just know we got the win, and I'm just happy that we won.
And now it's on to the toughest game of the season at #1 ranked Alabama next Saturday at 7 o'clock. The game will be televised by ESPN. The first SEC coach has been fired just 4 games into the season. Les Miles and his offensive coordinator Cam Cameron are out at LSU. D-line coach Ed Orgeron will take over as the interim head coach. In 12 seasons, Les Miles has a record of 114-34. He won a BCS national title in 2007. The Tigers started this season 2-2 after losing a heartbreaker Saturday at Auburn. Well, golf legend Arnold Palmer has died at the age of 87. Palmer died at a Pittsburgh hospital on Sunday night, where he had been since Thursday undergoing heart tests. Known as the King, Palmer won 7 major championships and 62 PGA Tour wins. Beyond his golf, though, Palmer was a pioneer in sports marketing, paving the way for scores of other athletes to reap in millions from endorsements. 4 decades after his last PGA Tour win, he's still ranked among the highest earners in all of golf. He will certainly be missed. And that'll do it for your morning sports. Have a great day.